Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We are way due, well not way due, we're exactly due for a random run, which did not work out right off the bat there. Instead we'll oh yeah, you know what, I'm excited about this. Let's do this, Judas. Curse of the Labyrinth as well. Oh, I misclicked, there we go. Curse of the Labyrinth as well, so that we may not necessarily be able to go get any items on this floor, except, I just noticed, there is a boss trap room up here. HP, range, so it's a bit of a, oh, did I just spawn both bosses at once? Alright, this is fucking nightmare mode as Judas. Yeah, alright. I may have completely screwed myself, but it's kind of a funny way to die if we do die, or this will make a great story to tell the grandkids if we survive. So let's just keep it safe, keep it secret here. Gandalf the Grey would be proud. Now, if Monstro would just decease, or Larry Jr. would, then I could actually see us getting out of this before catastrophe happens. Sorry, I forgot how to speak English. Alright. Well, we got a key for our troubles there. That's an unusual amount of stress for, like, your first room, or second room, I guess, in the Binding of Isaac. But if we can just get, like, it's so funny that this has worked out the way it has so far. Starts Curse of the Labyrinth, so we don't get the free ticket to the item room. Then, hey, maybe there's an out for us. There's a boss trap room there. Nope, the boss trap room has a range upgrade in it. Then, oh, I'll use Book of Belial and just do it really easily. Nope, you accidentally spawned both bosses at the same time. Then, oh, look, a tinted rock, but because we're Judas, we don't start with any bombs. So, like, sincerely, somebody, there we go. That's what we need right there. Somebody out there seems to want me to die right now. And I may be happy to oblige, we'll see, but for now, I really want to make a half-decent attempt at making this bad boy work. What do we need on a Judas run? Desperately HP. 2 HP on this floor would be lovely. 1 is almost a prerequisite for survival, depending on the items that we get. And for sure, oh great. Able. For sure, I will be scrimping and saving and taking every single advantage I can take. If I get Mom's Knife, yes. If I get Brimstone, yes. Whatever comes first, I'll be taking. It's not a dead end. It actually kind of loops back around here. Really hoping to find a key. Another bomb would be nice as well to access that other tinted rock. You know, 1 Spirit Heart is not a huge amount of protection. Well, 1 Spirit Heart and a half Red Heart, but a half Red Heart is technically 0 health, because as soon as you get hit afterwards, you're not basically, you're literally dead. Well, not literally dead in real life, of course. Literally is one of those words, I'm very much like anti-staunch grammar, quote-unquote Nazism. I don't even like the term, because it, you know, well, let's not even get into it, okay? It's not important. But, I'm the kind of person who's like, as long as you know what people are saying, you know, language is about communication. If people misuse words, whatever, Grandpa. Jesus, you'll get over it, right? But literally is a little different, but it's also, it galvanizes me in my, you know, grammar laissez-faire-ness, because people get really bent out of shape about it, but there is something to be said about the fact that the colloquial definition for literally, as of right now, is pretty much the exact opposite of its actual definition. Like, if you look at I think I saw Green99, he tweeted, it was like, what the fuck is this? And he, like, went to the online dictionary, not sure which one, not that that'll matter too much necessarily for the purposes of this anecdote, but, and it was like, literally, definition 1, like, something that actually, tangibly happened as described, and then definition 2 was like, not something that actually happened, but just, like, figuratively, and, I don't know. Because I use that sometimes. I use literally as like an exaggeration term now and then. I try not to, but sometimes it happens. I still say I could care less as well. And then people say, well, that means, you know, if you could care less, that means you care. And I'm like, yeah, I could fucking care less about this argument than you do right now, too. Watch me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take money equals power. We wanted it on the last run. We didn't get it. I think if I didn't take it, I would regret it, because it shows up so rarely anyway. Plus, this allows us to get rid of that newly earned HP that we had. I was getting a little bit too complacent, so I like to be, you know, back on the cutting edge here. The bleeding edge, probably, pretty soon. We do have a bomb, so we can access that other tinted rock. Hopefully we get, like, Spirit Heart Key out of it, would be the best. Well, maybe not the best, but I really do want to access the item room on this floor, the second item room if we can. Apologies if my voice keeps sounding muffled. I got freaking cat hair galore inside of my nose right now because it's, well, still the summer and cats are shedding like crazy. Hey, there we go. So we got our bomb back, we got an extra spirit heart, and we got a key. That's a really nice payout as well. And there's our item room over there, and it's, you know what? I bet we can find the secret room on this floor. And again, you know, with money equals power, we may... Oh, another key, too. Oh, now we can definitely find it. With money equals power, we may want to go to the shop, and we may want to buy an item from the shop, and we shouldn't feel guilty about that. But we only want to buy, like, those truly top-tier shop items, the ones that'll really help us out, save our money in other regards, to help us buff up our damage, which makes it much less likely that we'll need as many items from the shop to succeed. But we need the secret room to show up first, and there it is. And 6 cents. With one key... Yeah, with one key, I don't love the idea... Oh my god, this cat hair is insane. With one key, I don't really want to go to the shop with only 13 cents. If we had 15, I would. Especially since shops are going to be a little limited based on the fact that we've already had one XL floor. This is, well, the next floor can have a safe one as well. But anyway, we're going to head down to the next floor. I'm going to save our key. We'll use it for an item room or a shop on the next floor. Maybe the item room goes up in priority a little bit as a result of the fact that... you know, shops also take away damage from us if we end up gaining money, or spending money, I should say. Anyway, there's no need to worry about that. You know, that's why I always like to say we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There's no point in worrying about something like that until we actually, you know, have all the details in front of us. It's a good survival mechanism, but it's running rampant right now. We don't need it necessarily to work out in our favor. We will be opening... Oh, we don't want that. But we will be opening up all of these mob and boss trap rooms. Oh, don't get hit by that. Thank you. Because, especially mob trap rooms, well, boss trap rooms we'd always like to open to begin with, but mob trap rooms, oftentimes, I say, like, not that useful. But even, like, 2 pennies makes it worth going through this room, because it adds up, man. Especially if we get, like, a 2 of diamonds at some point. It can make a difference. And because we're on the caves, I'm not very concerned about our HP. I think, you know, 3, effectively, what we have right now, is enough to carry us for the next little while. As long as we use Book of Belial effectively, okay, we're fine. Damage still isn't great. We're only 4-shotting these guys, but it's a start. 3 keys now means the shop's a little bit more viable. Really hoping that we find an arcade, because that's where money equals power can truly start to be exceptionally useful. So, Mom's Bra is a great item, sometimes, but a waste of a key this time. So that's not going to do us any favors here. Unfortunately. If we end up not having a Book of Belial charge for the boss, we could use it there, but let's be honest. That's pretty unlikely, the way that I usually choose to play with Book of Belial. More money, please. That's a live bomb. We'll definitely be looking for secret rooms. If we're gonna get money equals power, that 10 bomb pickup on the first floor is really nice, so we can start getting, you know, every secret room that we come across. Might even be able to find it accidentally here, although I'm not gonna really aim for that. We'll see if we can blow up, like, one up here. Okay, and then I want to blow up the other one directly below it. Like here. It was a little bit off. Let's try putting a bomb down, see if I would have been right. No? Okay, so that was a total waste then. I think we'll also do like this. Oh, I didn't quite make it out, and I found the secret room, so I like totally wasted a bomb there. But we did get a pill out of it, so let's move out of the way here. See what we've got inside of this room. It is a red chest, which contains 2 pills. Interesting. Let's see what it is. Bombs are key. We'll take the other one with us, is how I feel about that. A bit of a weird situation there. I'll take this other pill. With 1 HP, we're free to take pills whenever we want. They're very unlikely to work out super negatively for us. I think Nun's Habit is one of those items that is worth investing the damage into, especially since it will basically pay out directly with more damage as a result of the fact that our spacebar item is a damage-giving item right now. Sorry, I was a little confused there for a second. Probably should have waited to do that one until we did bombs are key again. I don't know, there might not be a regular secret room on this level though, so we might not actually be able to get to that amount of money that we need, but I'll look for it regardless. Okay, so Jesus Christ, just be cool here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we can pop this. And if we end up not being able to buy Nun's Habit, hey, I guess that's not that big of a deal because we save our damage a little bit, but I would like to. I would like to buy it. even if it would cost us the chance to get an arcade on the next floor. So there's our Cuba meat. As much as I love having so many keys, I do think bombs our key back here. Get back to 8 bombs. And maybe look for the secret room here. I'm skeptical because this oftentimes works out like this, where there's just no secret room on the floor, and I end up wasting bombs like an idiot. No secret room here. I mean, there's so many different possible locations for it. The good news is I would be able to go to the arcade on the next floor. If we get one, we could have a chance to spawn one with this. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna leave. There is a chance that it could be elsewhere, but sure. Down to the next floor. No Nun's Habit for us. Very disappointing. And we didn't really gain too much at all from that floor, but we don't necessarily need to gain too much, except for HP, in order to have a very good chance of winning this run, I would say. Alright, come on, Keeper. You got this. Don't make me lose any money. That was really problematic on the last run. Not because of the money, because of the damage, but now I would really hate to lose that damage from money equals power. Alright, don't free the neutral fly. Oh, you jerk. Those guys are real dickish sometimes. That should kill him. Yeah. Alright, poison damage, good enough. One more. One more. There we go. Alright, let's just keep moving sideways here. It's a very interesting run. We're very glass cannon-y right now. Only minus certain parts of the cannon. And minus certain parts of the glass, to be fair. We do have like 4.5 HP. Oh, that was terrible. 3.5 HP. There you go. Makes it a little bit more reasonable. And we're not super, super strong, but if we find an arcade on this floor, that could change everything. That devil card is probably one that we'll save. There's no need, I would say, to use it right away, because our damage as is right now is already easily strong enough to kill any boss that we come across. So, we know that there's not going to be a cube of meat here. Please, please, God, don't give me, like, little Chad. Alright. It's going to be a vanilla boss fight. That's good stuff. Hey, now! Vanilla boss fight! Turn that shit up! You know, guerrilla radio. Rage Against the Machine is still, like, a thing, right? Like, people still know. That's not, like, my normal references to Shaggy, like, totally dated and, you know, lost in time. I think that's the case. Anyway. Oh, that was bad, but it was only Spirit Heart damage, which shouldn't affect my deal with the devil chances. Not that I even want to deal with the devil unless it's 9 lives, I guess. Not that I could even take a deal with the devil unless it's 9 lives, I should say. I am going to pick this up, just in case there isn't 9 lives and there's a 1 heart deal for something else. But a 1 heart deal for Guppy's Paw is not good enough. So we're going to be leaving that, and that probably opens us up to deals with the Angel for the future. Kind of a super shitty boss, devil room for us in that situation. Oh, like a 1 heart Mom's Knife, a 1 heart Mark, a 1 heart Pact, 1 heart Brimstone, 1 heart Ability to Fly, 1 heart Common Colds. Might not have taken the Common Cold one, but... And of course, if I had just gone to the left instead of going to the right to start with here, we would have had easy access to that boss trap room. Now we have to hope that there is a... well, we have to either pull some shenanigans like getting hit by these flies or bombing ourselves or something like that. Or we have to hope that there is a... an actual arcade, which is reasonably likely, but not necessarily guaranteed. Wow, thanks Abel for freeing that other one while I was just doing my job over here. At least we got some money from this room. I don't like shooting those poops. Those neutral flies are not worth the, like, 10% chance of a single penny being there. In my opinion. I have to throw it over to BizSnap for the official analysis on that one, of course. Book of Belial ready for something. Thinking we probably want to look for the second secret room over here if we're going to trade 1 bomb for 4 cents, which I actually think is a fairly decent trade for us. We're also going to look for the secret room on this floor. There is no arcade, so now we have to decide how we're going to handle this. Let's pop this open first. Okay, this is maybe great. Yeah, if we kill him, get a bunch of HP, or get a bunch of money, yeah, get a key back, that feels pretty good. Damage is starting to stack up pretty nicely here. Let's look at our item room. That's not going to help anybody. Mr. Boom's pretty garbo. We can possibly save ourselves a bomb by using Mr. Boom to throw this down here. And, okay, so now we know that there's not a secret room there. So our secret room is almost certainly adjacent to, well, it's not adjacent to anything. It's in that weird little cup of the Little Dipper that we've got going on right now, which is acceptable. Maybe we'll find like an ankh or a raw liver or something in there. Let's see. Shall we? 3 cents, I think, is well worth the 1 bomb we used to get it. And our damage is nice now. It's like plus 0.12, or sorry, plus 1.2, almost. A little bit higher than that, actually. So, I'm going to go to the curse room, and that's going to cost me a spirit heart. Fuck! I've got to trade 1 HP for this in this case. Especially because basically just by leaving this, it'll allow me to go back to the boss trap room and maybe get our HP back. Which we did. At the cost of a shot speed upgrade, but, you know, no big deal. And again, if we had just gone to the left first, although I probably would not have gone to the curse room first anyway, let's assume that I did. Go to the left. Let's assume that we go to the boss trap room first. So we get stem cells, then we go into the curse room. This is the bad way to do it, but still somewhat plausible, I guess. Get the stem cells, lose them immediately to pick up 9 lives, go to that deal with the devil, and then become Guppy immediately. That would be 2 Guppy runs in a row, but, like, don't kid yourself. I'm Judas. I'm industrious on this run. I gotta do what I can to make it work. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll still have access to that deal with the devil when we walk back in there. Sometimes that does happen. But for real, I basically picked up 9 lives because it's actually like a good strategic choice for us in this context, I think. Not always is that the case, but here I think it's relatively useful. Not gonna bother looking for a second secret room. It seems pretty unlikely that we'll find one. There's many different possible second secret room locations. We only have 5 bombs. Let's just save them for now. Sure. No deal with the devil there at the end. Bit of a, you know, twisting the knife moment, but that's okay. We get the bean. This is the old version of Spider Mod. Even if it wasn't and it was new, I probably would not take the bean. Gotten pretty lucky to be able to survive as much as we have. In spite of the fact that every item room, maybe, has given us items that I don't necessarily love. Some of the boss items have been pretty good, but... oh, shit, yeah. But we haven't gotten very lucky on a lot of the others. Yeah, I figured we would be taking red heart damage there. Well, you know, because we passed up that deal with the devil, we're probably due for deals with the angel anyway. So we'll be checking curse rooms, of course, whenever we have the HP necessary to do so. But I wouldn't hold out a lot of hope for us becoming Guppy on this run. But maybe we'll get good stuff on deals with the angel. So, I mean, there's no way that I'm going to be buying Steam Sale this late in the game. What I will do, because I think it'll pay for itself, is I'll pay 3 cents for this red heart. Even though we only were missing a half red heart. And that should allow me to walk into this room and maybe get my money back. Or something even better, as we saw here. Alright, so now, do that. That shouldn't spawn another wave. Learn my lesson. Don't use Book of Belial immediately. It can cause some problems. I already knew that, but, you know, it happens so rarely that I never really safeguard myself against it. Okay, good. I mean, we're destroying these enemies very, very quickly. We can just get the poison damage to actually, you know, take here. There we go. Oh, and we got our nickel back. So, yeah, we actually made even more money. And an HP by doing this. Sometimes somebody up there just likes you. Now, there is still a deal with the devil chance or a deal with the angel chance. Really, at this point, we'd be looking for the relic or the mitre or Sacred Heart, of course. But Sacred Heart, I don't even... It's like a, you know... It's like maybe your uncle is like Elon Musk or something like that. So you get used to not seeing him for years at a time. But then when he comes back, he's like, hey, Slugger just got back from outer fucking space. You want a piece of moon rock? And you're like, yeah. And then you have the best day ever. That's pretty much what Sacred Heart is to me in this game. Is, it's like a deadbeat relative that only shows up now and then. But when they do, you're really happy because you're, you know... You're having the best day of your entire freaking life. Go out for ice cream twice or something like that. Oh, sneeze. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, Temperance is so good. But the sneeze was real. The sneeze was real. Alright, so Temperance is sweet. Question is whether we want to take it or we want to... Like, we have to use one of our cards on this floor. Temperance or the Devil. I think I would rather save the Devil card and use the Temperance card. Although, if there's an arcade on the next floor, having a Temperance card and popping it down next to a blood bank would be super useful, because we could play twice as much for half the health. Well, you know, twice as much for the same amount of health, or half as much health per play. Sorry if that's a little confusing, but that's just my overly obfuscating language, making things more difficult to understand than they actually should be by accident. But in any case, oh, careful. HP, please. Drop some, it's a bomb. Maybe we will end up using the devil card so we can try that, you know, blood bank potential gambit on the next floor. But first things first, we just have to live like a good Charlotte song. That's all I want. Like an LCD sound system song. Now, if you could just pay out with like a red heart and a half, that would be amazing. Mom's Pearl is pretty solid, and we probably don't need Pinky Eye as much as I think we do, because our damage as a result of money equals power plus some of the items we picked up is already all right. Those extra spirit hearts, they're gonna make Temperance a lot better on the next floor if there actually is an arcade. And we're gonna pick those up right away, just so we don't take red heart damage against the boss and maybe increase our odds of getting that special room, right? Alright, so, you know, this is a room where I don't really mind popping all of our high damage items here. Just don't get accustomed to the amount of damage we're doing here, because this is not gonna be the norm. And we're not even doing that much, honestly. Like, it's not as cataclysmic as maybe I thought it would be. Really, really gonna try not to take damage here. I am such an idiot for taking damage immediately after saying that. I was trying to kick the bomb over to him so he would blow himself up. Smart guy. Alright, so he's trapped there. Well, he was momentarily. There we go. Like, almost all of our spirit hearts gone already. At least I picked those up, or I'd be in, like, you know, pants shitting mode right now. Ooh, that was kind of close. And an Eternal Heart. So no deal with the devil. Well, the Eternal Heart's sweet, and we did get a second level cube of meat. We still got some business to attend to on this floor before we worry about that. Curse room, because we could still become Guppy, and these deals wouldn't cost us anything. Beyond becoming Guppy would just be nice to get some extra super high damage or intensity items. We're already up to 42 cents. I think that money equals power pickup is so frequently good. I know this is going to cost us our spirit heart, but hey! 2/3 of the way to becoming Guppy. We've seen all 4 Guppy items. I think it's pretty unlikely still that we become Guppy, but, you know, so you're saying there's a chance. This is okay, I almost always fuck that one up, so I'm happy to have not done that this time. And put a bomb down here. No, a spirit heart, that's good though. Secret room. Nice. And unicorn horn, which is great for Temperance, but we're just gonna take it down to the next floor instead. So this floor has turned out pretty well. Cube of meat, HP upgrade, lots of money, some spirit hearts, a trinket we're gonna have to get rid of. We actually got 2 HP on this floor. One being from the mob trap room. And we got Guppy's tail, which is potentially the really big get there. Or potentially not very meaningful at all and just a, you know, way for us to hemorrhage keys. But for now, the hope still is alive that we could become Guppy over the course of this run. And now it's Guppy's paw probably that we'd really be looking for, so we can get at least some spirit hearts and spirit heart invincibility, or yeah, you know what I mean, Polaroid invincibility. I made up all the names, it's all arbitrary anyway. We'll head down to the next floor and see if we can start piecing together something useful here. Really hoping, remember this Temperance card is, oh nice. This Temperance card is a big part of my strategy as well. Oh, why am I so slow? Seemingly at least. If we get this Temperance card to an arcade, that would be a very potentially easy way. I can't believe I didn't take damage there. A potentially really easy way for me to get 2 HP, plus some speed upgrades, which are actually looking increasingly useful. Come on now. There we go. We're on the depths, but these rooms are feeling a lot more necropolis-y. Can't open that. And, you know, question on some people's mind right now, probably will you go to the shop or the item room with your 1 key? The answer is probably whatever shows up first, honestly. I would still love to get Compass. Or 9 volt or something like that. Ah, we do have an arcade. So, is my master plan gonna work? If there is a benevolent force in the universe, there will be like a fortune teller in here as well, so we can get a spirit heart to back ourselves up. But there's not. That's okay. Alright. So we're gonna play a little bit. And I'm gonna be nervous, but we're gonna play a little bit. Probably a little bit more than we should. But remember, it's extra damage bonuses here. So we are up to 54 now. That's over 2 damage. Just from money equals power. And now we have 2 keys, so we'll be going to... Oh, that's bad. And now I've got to remember, though, on the flip side that... Oh, Jesus. Every bit of damage I take... Maybe cool it a little bit here. Every bit of damage I take is also damage downgrade, kind of. Oh, golden keys. Okay, that's really nice. I'm super frightened here. We need to get more HP. How are we going to do that? We're going to gamble. And we can afford to do so, because if we get more red hearts, we can really make them work for us. But yeah, that was almost catastrophic. Good thing I didn't gamble one more time on those blood banks. It's the knockback, I think because we have stem cells active, that was really scaring the crap out of me there. Instead of gambling with these guys, we could just blow them up. But I would rather gamble on them, and because I might possibly want to use them in the future, you know? So now that we've got a little bit more HP, we're just going to move along for now. I don't even want to talk about how shitty item rooms have been for us so far. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I want to talk about it, but they've been really shitty for us so far. How about that? Is that good enough? We're up to 60 cents. Obviously, you know, our goal for this floor is to get those 2 HP upgrades from the blood banks, or at least 1, if you know, because there might be a ceiling on it, if one pays out with the IV bag. But also, if I could get to 99 cents on this floor, that would be amazing. And you might be saying, well, that's very unrealistic. Like, look at you only have 60 cents. You need almost 40 on this floor to do it. We could do it, man. Probably should have waited to pick that up until a little later. But what's done is done. And, what about a secret room here? No? Not quite as high on bombs as I'd liked. Like, between, Afro Man and Tal Bachman, I would say we're somewhere in the middle of our highness on them. Sorry, for that reference to make sense, it wouldn't actually be Tal Bachman. It would be the woman Tal Bachman is singing about in the smash hit 1999 or summer of 2000 jam. She's so high, high above me, she's so lovely. I think I've told the story before, but like I was coming home from a friend's birthday party once, and I was in the car with my friend's mom. I was probably like, I guess I was 12 or 13 at this point. And I was in the car with my friend's mom and my friend, and we were just driving back to the city, basically. And this song, the Tal Bachman, She's So High, came on the radio. If you don't know it, you know, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I think it's a pretty not great song. I don't like it. Okay? You're entitled to listen to it. I don't give a shit. You're entitled to listen to fucking Metal Machine music all the time if you want to. If that makes you happy, pursue that. Make the world a better place, right? But, I was like, man, I was 13. Man, I hate this song. And she seriously stepped on the brakes on this road. There was like, it was a country road. There was very few cars around us. And was like, you know what? If you don't like it, you can get the, well, she didn't say get the fuck out. But that was how it felt to me in its severity as a 12 or 13-year-old. She was like, if you don't like it, maybe I'll kick you out. And I was like, oh, shit. I didn't realize that Tal Bachman's one-hit wonder could inspire such violence. We are going to play this Judgment, by the way. So, yeah, that's my story about... Ooh, that might be great, actually. That's my story about Tal Bachman's She's So High. And I've held a grudge ever since. Didn't take damage there somehow. You know, I think I am going to go Blue Candle. Why? I'm salty that we didn't get a chance to get the Nun's Habit. And Blue Candle makes me feel less salty about it because that's not really affected that well by the Nun's Habit. So, I think this is a good choice. We're looking for a shop. We're looking for a curse room. We're waiting on the world to change. Oh, and the Zambros that have been so annoying for me are now absolutely something to sneeze at, which, knowing me and the amount of cat fur in the air right now, maybe I'll be happy to oblige them. So with 7 bombs, do we look for secret rooms? Yeah, well, the answer is yes, obviously, but we're going to be playing those blood banks a little bit more. We're only 33 cents away from being able to say we're at the damage cap for money equals power. Assuming money equals power caps out at 99. I don't know, maybe there's like a silent money counter or an invisible money counter that keeps going up after that allows us to keep getting damage. Although I would say I probably doubt that. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Now, let's try to kill this guy with our tears so that we have a blue candle shot immediately available. Smart tactical decision, and there we go. Eyeless Ooze guy is not a major concern for me at this point in my relatively young life. Now, if we just land those shots and a little bit more money, now we're 23 cents away from being capped out. And we haven't even played those blood banks since I mentioned it earlier. Dumb damage. You know, we knew that we were going to end up using some of these red hearts that were available, I'm sure. Let's see what we've got in here. I almost hope for super greed. Hey, well, can't always get exactly what you want, but that's pretty good. We even got a dime out of it. We might as well pick up the Steam sale so we don't have to deal with any bullshit later. With the Steam sale showing up maybe on another greed fight. And now, there we go. And that's shitty, but there we go. Sure, we got a red heart back, which is nice. So, it's a bit of a less cut and dry type situation than what I would have liked, maybe, but hopefully one of these guys just pays out immediately or soon to immediately with the blood bag, and then, you know, all is forgiven, as you just saw. So we're probably not going to go too hard on this blood bank, but I do want to get to 99 cents, which means we're probably going to go pretty hard on this blood bank, because it's only paying out with individuals, or individual, pennies right now. There we go, there's another half heart there. If you just pay out, that would solve a lot of my problems. So what are we at now? 98? There's 99. Blow this up for some red hearts. Or some extra money that we can't possibly use. And I'm starting to feel like this run maybe has a shot associated with it. Now that we've gotten the full damage cap from money equals power. Got blue candle for free without having to pay anything. Just from a judgment, which is super lucky. We still gotta make this work, though. We have very low, like, temporary HP, but decent overall HP. Sort of decent. So I guess the money equals power is probably making people think I should go with Book of Belial, but I think blue candle's a little bit more useful than even Book of Belial with this much damage. I think, at least. And what did I tell you? 99 cents, not even a problem. So, Red Mom. Red Mom is, you know, low HP, so not very scary at all when it comes to having blue candle. As long as we just avoid those, which clearly worked out very well so far, then we're in a great position. Coin Purse is very interesting here. Can't really afford to get HP downgrades. I think it's worth taking, though. Bad trip. That sucks really hard. Friends till the end. And full health. Health up. Oh, man. Okay, that's amazing. If we could ever get the HP back. We can only get hit twice, and after that we're going to start respawning. Oh, man, no deal with the devil on this floor means no guppy. In all likelihood, at least. But yes, we need to get our HP back. At which point, I will feel great about those HP upgrades that we got. But for now, a little nervous. Our flies are incredible, but we're probably not going to be generating them very often. Well, at all. I was going to say very often, but the only reason we had those was because of Friends Till the End. So again, Deal with the Devil is not possible. Even a Judgment card, sorry, even a Joker card wouldn't do it for us. The only way to do it is to, or the only way to get guppy items now will be a red chest, which in the most likely way to show up would be on a curse room. So we'll be looking out for one of those. Damage is super good. Man, this would be such a good guppy run. I mean, I know we were guppy on the last run as well, but forgive me, please. I'm opening golden chests as much as we can, because even, you know, the slightest little bit of extra HP would help as well. At 5.5 out of 7 now. You know, the half-heart interval is nice. You gotta do it. Blue candles really helping us do some damage to these guys super quickly. Also exploded that guy's bomb right in his dumb face, which I feel very good about. And you can see, like, the problem with this run for us is not going to be offensive. It's going to be defensive. We're tearing through these Womb XL enemies super, super quickly. The only problem is whether or not we'll be able to, oh, do we know what this is? Wow. The only problem is whether or not we'll be able to have the HP necessary to make this work. And to be honest with you, consistently getting HP upgrade pills is helping me out a lot there in that regard. Not going to look for a secret room. I'd say the bombs are a little bit too important now. Mostly for making a, you know, the mom's heart fight as easy as possible. There's one wing of this fight taken care of completely already. And we're going to come down here. I don't know why I picked up that penny. Force of habit, I guess. three-shotting those guys, which feels great, because normally they're a little tanky. Well, I mean, they are a little tanky, but normally they're too tanky to do stuff like that, too. I don't know if I'm going to do extra exploration to find a curse room. If we find the boss room right away, I think we'll probably just go to that instead. I value our red health, and I don't think becoming Guppy is the only way out of this run. But I think one way out of this run in a freaking body bag is if we go to a curse room, lose 2 red hearts in our current situation. There goes my half-heart interval because I'm dumb. But lose our, lose 2 HP like that and don't get anything out of it, which is fairly reasonable and realistic. But for now, it's all good. I'm not opening any more golden chests yet. Careful. Just because, you know, I want to save our keys for the possibility of getting to the chest. It's not that far away if we manage to make it past this floor. And it's only 1 floor away. It's fairly conceivable we wouldn't get 2 more keys. Even more conceivable we wouldn't get like 3 or 4 more, which is why I'm not opening them. Really nice blue candle shot there. Kind of panicked spacebar presses you might have been hearing. Can't open that. Thanks, Guppy's paw. Or sorry, Guppy's tail. One of these days, I'll go through an entire Isaac episode without mistakenly, you know, naming an item the wrong thing. Probably. Oh, almost dodged right into that. Had to turn off the main power for my brain to get my hands to stop moving. Okay, well, this is pretty much your ideal room at this point. Blue candle tears up Chubb pretty nicely. There we go. It's more along the lines of what I was looking for. And just barely missed out on that one, but he should be done anyway. There we go. Alright, another golden chest, which I very nearly accidentally opened. I thought I'd be able to get out of that without taking damage. Although that is some of the first damage we've taken on this floor, so... And we got reimbursed for it, so... Don't mind that too much. This could be great, actually. This could be not so terrible, actually. This is short-circuiting my brain more than it normally does. That was a little scary. Didn't see that second bomb there. Anytime we can hurt both of them at the same time is going to be beneficial for us, though. Maybe we'll get a special bomb item here. Well, 2 bombs is kind of special. Sort of. In like a you got a C+ kind of way. Can't really make good use of that. There we go. There's our boss room. And we're low on HP. So I'm very much hoping, well, at least we're at a half-heart interval again. And I'm very much hoping that we get an easy first boss. Or death, which gives us a 3rd level cube of meat, which at least has some kind of interesting consequences. I was really hoping we'd get an HP upgrade that would heal us nearly fully, though. Or completely. To shoehorn in the government-mandated 1 tragically hip reference per episode. And sneak that in there. Easy fight, but I did take some dumb damage. I think we're going to be fine against Mom's Heart. I do worry about how we're going to do on the Cathedral, though. And I think that's a justifiable worry. Especially when we get no red heart drops there. Let's do it up. Now, there's probably an argument to be made for, instead of playing this floor the way I've been... Oh, come on, dude. Instead of playing this floor the way I played it, why not gamble on the arcade, try to earn some keys, use those keys to open the golden chest, maybe get some sweet rewards as a result. That is one way to play it. It's not the way I like to play it, because we are... Don't act like there's no negative to that, because we are losing damage from money equals power. Well, then if you get red hearts, you can just... No. So then if you get red hearts, you can just gamble them away at the blood bank and yada yada. Sure, I mean, in a perfect world, there is a chance that that's the ideal play. But I like to play fairly conservatively and pragmatically for the most part. 3rd level Meat Boy is going to make those late game boss fights a little bit harder. Probably. No, we're not going to take it because the permanent Polaroid invincibility might be too important. Please, just kill something. Yeah, the most important thing is just clearing out some of the riffraff on this room. There we go. Now, this could be an extremely useful or an extremely disappointing room. Normally, you might look at this room and say, hey, what's the big deal? Just a couple of mini-bosses. Shouldn't be too hard. True, although, you know, those bombs can be a little annoying with blue candles sometimes. It's really the drop, and that 2 of hearts could be super useful. That speed downgrade doesn't hurt that bad. But that 2 of hearts, you know, it's no full health, but it's extremely helpful. If we just get like a couple more red heart drops, we can get back to full health. There's our boss fight already. Oh, snap. Well, this is a weird one. This is a very weird situation. So what is my play here? We're gonna open both of these golden chests, because I want to get red hearts, and this is the only way we're gonna do it before the boss. At least we got a key back for that one. And... oh man, that's awful. Well, with 9 lives, I'm starting to think that maybe we just end up losing 9 times against Isaac. That's not our secret room. I also almost feel like it's not even worth using 2 of hearts. We wouldn't... sorry, I just caffeinated and spilled a bunch of coffee on myself. We would be able to get hit twice. If we got hit the 3rd time, we die. Whereas here, we get hit once, but then we get 1 permanent Polaroid invincibility. I think it's worth just trying it out. So, ideally, I can actually keep Meat Boy over here. Keep him from aggroing the boss. And that'll make my dodging a lot simpler. So we're going to try not to move past, like, the 1/3 mark on this room. Although I just sort of shat that in the face right there. Okay. Meat Boy, stay over here. Why? I don't think his extra damage right now is worth the extra projectiles that'll come in as a result of his involvement. We're probably not going to be able to avoid it on Angel Fetus round. Oh, I really thought the perspective was different on that one. Yeah, this is not good now. This is not good. Alright, well, we're going to try the same thing. All we need to do is get hit infinity times less. This is always a little bit of the shitty part of 9 lives. We just lost like 8 HP upgrades. Yeah, here we go. Shit. How would I have made this work? Not taking so many dumb red heart hits. Like, if we had just not taken that hit on the angel fetuses leading into this room, we probably would have been fine. Well, we had a chance at being fine. We shouldn't act like we basically already won that fight if I just had a little bit more HP. But yeah, this is a disappointing end to this one. I don't think bombs are going to help me too much. What I'm trying to do, basically, in case you haven't seen me use blue candle on an Isaac fight in a while, you shoot a few times, and then you fire blue candle to block the shots that come out from Isaac. But I think, you know, what we might actually do is just kind of play it crazy cool here. And I will just use blue candle, making the fight take substantially longer, but at the same time, also making it so I have much less riffraff to dodge. Now this plan falls apart, sort of, in the second section of the fight. Because in the second section of the fight, he's going to be shooting those purple shots independent of us shooting him, I think. Maybe it is still proportional, I'm not sure. And it really falls apart in Angel Fetus part. But for now, if we can at least just live to get down to the chest, at least we have the option to lose to like 6 different enemies instead of just losing all of our lives at the same single boss. Fuck those purple shots forever. Angel Fetus time. Now our dodge has become a little bit trickier, for sure. Lucky me. We gotta sneak in these shots whenever possible. Oh, and Meat Boy did, yeah, there we go. Meat Boy finally aggroed there. I still think there's a small chance we can do this. Sorry, I hit my microphone again. Needed the caffeine juice here. I wonder if we sneak in some bombs as well. If we sneak in bombs, we're basically saying this is the run. To earn, if you will. If Meat Boy could just fuck off for a little while, that'd be sweet too. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm not very confident about our overall chances here. But that, I'll admit, you know, it happens now and then. That seems like a run where a lot of people could probably salvage a win out of it, and I effed it up a little bit. We only have 2 lives left. I mean, I'm pretty much sunk right now. My morale changes very quickly, as you can see. All right, you know what? Let's go For our last run, let's try a super high damage strat as opposed to my super defensive strat. Let's do this. Let's overwhelm him. So, Meat Boy, you're going to run in there. Get him. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Didn't go so well, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe to see more in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.